What's up, guys? This is Kyle from Wax Museum. I know some of you are probably waiting on some more Dallas coverage. We'll just hang in there. I've got that queued up, but I am sorting some things out. So in the meantime, though, I thought I would give you a summary of what I've seen so far from the new National Treasures product, because we have seen some breaks popping up, and I've seen a lot of cards on eBay. So what I did this afternoon, I went through and watched like 30 box breaks, and I looked at every single card that I could find on eBay, and I feel like I have a pretty good representation of what the product's going to be like. And just in general, I will say I think this product has been feast or famine for a long time now, with the RPAs being the feast part and everything else being the famine. There's a lot of sticker dumps and things like that. And there are some things that have happened in the last few years that have really disappointed me with it. But I'm going to go through, I made a Twitter thread today as I was watching those breaks. I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and we are going to end on a real ugly note here. But let's go ahead and dive right in. So you see the first thing here, I've got a Sabonis patch, a Pacers patch with the Kings picture. Now, I don't expect them to have a Kings patch already, so that is not why I'm posting this card. I just posted this card to show that they have, in fact, shown the traded players in their new uniforms, which we saw that prior to Prism. We saw it with Revolution and Court Kings. And the Prism was kind of a huge step backwards, or several step backwards. And then now we see once again with National Treasures that is corrected. I saw Derek White in a Celtics uniform and so on. So kudos to them for that. They are at least getting some of those new pictures in the product. Okay. From there, I saw an RPA, and I took a look at the back of the RPA, and it was just as I expected. And just like I talked about earlier, if you see this wording here, this enclosed authentic memorabilia is not from any specific player, game, or event. If you see that on a Panini card, that means that it is unworn. So they either got them at Dick's Sporting Goods or Sporting Authority or wherever and cut those jerseys up. Sengun has never touched that jersey, wore it, not played in it, anything in that capacity. It hasn't happened. So just keep that in mind. Now, to me, that's a game changer. I don't want to buy a card that is like that. All right, so here we have the next thing. I just want to show you some veteran or retired autographs. We have the Dinwiddie on the left as a sticker. The Steven Jackson on the right is on card. The on card looks very nice. The other one would look nice if it wasn't a sticker, even though it is an old Nets patch. And that's kind of what you're going to get with National Treasures. That's pretty normal. There are some things that are on card, some things that are not. So like I said, that's normal. Here I have one of the first off the line RPAs that's acetate, which I think looks awesome. It happens to be Isaiah Jackson from my Pacers. But as I said earlier, I do not want to buy any of these unworn relics. To me, I just can't do it. It's like a manufactured patch card. I hated those too. Some people like these. If that's your thing, that's fine. I'm not criticizing the people that do. Just personally, I don't. I would rather, even if it's not game worn, I know they've not been game worn, I would rather it at least be player worn, at least to have that connection to the player. Okay, here's a picture of the base card from the set numbered to 99. I don't really have any thoughts either way. I just wanted to show people what the base cards look like. There are some people that collect those. And redemptions. Now, I made multiple tweets about redemptions because I was noticing early on in the boxes that I watched that there was at least one redemption per box. And I thought, maybe this is a bad case. Maybe it's just an unlucky case. But the more boxes I watched, it pretty much held true. Maybe not every single box, but the majority of the boxes I saw all had at least one redemption card in them. So one out of I think there's 8 cards in every box was a redemption, which was, that's just frustrating to me. All right, and here you show, I'm making the realization here in the thread that, yes, there are more redemptions. Okay, here's something that I liked, and this is not new to National Treasures, but at least it's something they maintain, so I'm going to give them kudos for that. This is the notable nickname set, and you'll notice here I said this could be a really cool set if everyone followed instructions. If they, Karl Malone here understood the assignment. He's got that mailman nickname written in there. So that's good. I like that. I don't have any complaints about that. And I'm curious to see what all players are in this set, but I like what I see from Malone there. Here's another set that I like, the Treasures of the Hall. I like the big open space for the autograph. If it's a player like David Robinson that utilizes that, that's an awesome card. So another card, look at that, 2 cards in a row that I liked. How about that? It will go downhill from here. Actually, 3 cards in a row. Let me tell you why I like this card right here. Yes, this is a Kawhi Leonard Spurs card with a Spurs patch, but Panini has so many old relics that they've got to find something to do with them. And I've seen some things this year in the past year that really frustrated me. Like I saw a Sabonis card that had Oklahoma City relics in them. Like they just started kind of dumping these relics. Well, at least this is a Spurs card. It's like a throwback set. So it's a way that they can use these, and it's not a Frankenstein card. It's not mismatched. So there you go. 3 things in a row that I like from Panini. And this set is not all greats either. I did see Paul George in there. I saw Kawhi Leonard, but I also saw Andre Drummond. So we're going to get a pretty big range of players in there, I think. But like I said, I'm okay with that because they're getting some relics in the cards that they belong in. Okay, here's another one of the nickname cards. It's Anthony Davis. The nickname is AD. I would have liked the brow, but I don't know if Panini told him what to write or not. I'm also wondering if he didn't shorten his regular autograph because he had to sign the nickname or the inscription. Either way, though, I like this set, so I'm not going to say much more about that. Okay. Yes, if you're seeing this and you can't believe it, yes, here it is, a Prism printing plate. Now, some of you, maybe if you're new to National Treasures, you might be saying, why is there a Prism printing plate in National Treasures? It's normal for them to put printing plates from all different Panini products in National Treasures. You usually get 1 printing plate per box. It used to be a hit. Now it's kind of, people are not real big on them now, but it used to be a hit. And I don't know, some people like them, some people don't. But I've never seen them put the Prism printing plates in there. In fact, I've never even seen a Prism printing plate for basketball. So now they're inserting those in there. I saw lots of Mosaic, several different products I hadn't seen in here before. So sorry, player collectors, if 50 parallels or whatever wasn't enough for you. I guess now you've got 4 more because there's going to be 1 plate for 4 different colors here. Okay, here we have a Cade Cunningham jersey auto. And the only reason I posted that, I don't have any feelings either way. It reminds me a lot of Cornerstones. So if anyone remembers Cornerstones, or it made it to Grand Reserve at one point, is a very, very similar design to this, almost exactly the same. Just didn't say National Treasures. All right, and then I'm talking more about redemptions. You've already heard that. Here, this is, I don't think this is on Panini, but this is Ray Allen. Why couldn't we get Jesus Shuttlesworth here on notable nicknames? I was really hoping for that. So maybe he didn't understand the assignment. Maybe he wrote Ray there. It doesn't look like it, but that is I'm sure Panini intended for the Jesus Shuttlesworth, and he did not deliver. Okay, here, this one here is an eBay listing. So I don't know. I'm not going to pull it up here, but you can hopefully see it from this picture right here. Maybe I'll put a bigger picture in the video itself. This is a dual sticker auto of Bill Laimbeer and Meta World Peace. And I have so many issues with this card. And I will say, this is not even the first time these two have been on a dual sticker auto. Upper Deck did one back in around 2006 or 2007. They did one as well. It was also a sticker auto. It had relics. And I think there was just one that was just a sticker auto as well with both of them. But here's the thing. Okay. First off, they've got Ron Artest in all these new sets, and they've listed him as Meta World Peace, no matter what uniform. Prism had him in a Bulls uniform with Meta World Peace, Lakers, and Pacers. He did not play for the Bulls and Pacers as Meta World Peace. It was Ron Artest. And I've heard some theories out there where people will say, well, they had to go with his current legal name. But I'll tell you that his name right now is actually Meta Sanford Artest. That's his legal name. So I don't know if Panini doesn't know that or what. I know if you go to a signing with Ron Artest right now, he will sign whatever name and number is on the photo or the card or whatever. Well, unfortunately, all I've seen from him so far is stickers. They were stickers in Court Kings, Prism, and now here. So that's one issue I have with this, especially, cut me some slack here. I'm not trying to be super critical, but Ron Artest is my PC player. So imagine if you had that situation here. Now, the other thing is, and this goes for Upper Deck too, I think this pairing is really lazy. I don't know if they're trying to say that they were both enforcers. I don't even think Ron Artest, I never really saw him as much of an enforcer, even though obviously he punched some fans. I don't think he was an enforcer. why are we not getting a dual sticker auto with Ben Wallace instead, even if you're going to go that route? It just doesn't make a lot of sense. They didn't play in the same era. They're not related in any way. That's goofy to me, but that's whatever. I'm going to move on from that to something that was awesome, something I really liked. Look at this triple booklet relic of Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Shaquille O'Neal. All Lakers pieces, a real nice looking card. Everything matches. That is going to be awesome. Now, if there's a patch version of that, which I would imagine if there is, it's only, maybe it's even just a 101, because I don't even think there's many copies of that booklet. But that would be awesome. So that's something I really like. Kudos to them for that. Someone pointed out to me that those shields are kind of in the rookie logo, the shape of the rookie logo, which I don't think that has any real relevance to the card itself. Obviously, they're not rookies there, but I thought that was interesting. Kind of a neat observation. Okay, here, let me skip this next one because I'm going to end with this next one because it just makes me so angry. And let me skip to this one right here. So this is something that we see some in there. Obviously, Karis LeVert got traded several times in a very short span. So on the back of the card, though, it says it's a Nets jersey, which I have seen a card with a Nets jersey of him. But this piece is a Pacers piece. And as a Pacers collector, would have loved to have had that in a Pacers card. That's actually the first Pacers relic piece I've seen of Karis LeVert. Unfortunately, they didn't get it in time, but is that really Panini's fault? I don't think so. Karis was only there a short amount of time and he got traded in that time period. Okay, here's the one that's infuriating to me. So here's a couple cards side by side. And if you look closer, actually, let's make this Jalen Green bigger. Now, people in the chat when this was being pulled, they were saying, is that a sock? What is this? Meanwhile, the breaker's selling it. He's saying, oh, cool patch, cool patch. This is an amazing patch. This is a really cool piece. This is an unworn sweater relic that was left over from Hoops, where they used unworn, ugly Christmas sweater relics. This is, I'm sorry, this is inexcusable in a Panini product. Because the fact of the matter is, this relic to 99 for most players anyway, it's just a regular jersey. So, and by the way, those regular jerseys aren't worn. So you're telling me that they couldn't find another, they could have put a white jersey piece, a red jersey piece. They could have pulled from another player, if they had extra Wizards jerseys or any team that wears white or red, they could have pulled those jersey pieces and then just put them in here because it doesn't, they're not specifying that anyone wore them, but at least make it accurate if you're going to pretend. Instead, Panini just literally does not care. This is a slap to the face. If you're in a break and a breaker is excited about something like this, you are in the wrong spot, in my opinion. And this is inexcusable. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to let you guys let me know what you think. Is there any excuse for this in the product, or are we past that point? What do you think of National Treasures? Is there anything in here I showed that I liked? Anything that you disliked? Let me know. Make sure to like and then also leave a comment. As always, there are new episodes of the podcast that come out every Thursday. And thanks for watching.